All right, on to today's show, which is about messy guests. Now, there was a person that wrote into the show, and they were super concerned because a person cooked something in the oven. Now, the stuff that they cooked seeped down into the oven. It fell on the floor of the oven, and then it sizzled, and it smoked up the entire oven. Then it smoked up the entire kitchen, and it left this dark, rust-colored residue all over the glass part of the door and all over the inside of the whole oven. It looked like something exploded on the inside of the oven. So after the guest left, they didn't discover this till after the guest left, the house cleaner came in and was amazed at what a mess the oven was. So they had to spend an extra hour or two cleaning out the oven and extra chemicals and supplies, and they charged the host extra money. Now the host wants to know, does this fall under a regular house cleaning, or should I pass that extra cleaning fee on to the guest? All right, that's kind of a tough question, but the answer is yes, you can pass that extra cleaning on to the guest. Now, it was probably an accident. The guest probably did not mean to blow up your oven as far as the mess goes, but that's what happened. And so either they could have cleaned it out themselves or they can pay the extra cleaning fee. Now, when it first happens and the house cleaner comes in, there's a documentation process where they take pictures of what happened from the last guest and what it looks like before the next guest. So there would be pictures between guests that said this is the inside of the oven so that we can tag this particular oven mess to this customer. Then you send them pictures of, hey, here's what you did to our oven, and they probably know that they did it, right? If the house was smoking and stinking up, they probably know that they did it. It's going to cost you an extra $35 or an extra $50 or whatever your extra cleaning fee is. Now, the secret is to contact Airbnb or VRBO or HomeAway, whatever the listing site is that you've used, and document that extra cleaning immediately following the guest's leave so that you can claim whatever the extra cleaning fee is and have that go through the hosting company. So yes, that's perfectly fine if you want to tag on an extra cleaning fee and you want to charge that to the guest. And then my suggestion would be if the house cleaner charged you a lot of extra fees for the cleaning supplies, which are not a lot of money. You're talking about $5 or $6 for the cleaning supplies needed to clean out an oven. You may want to buy that in bulk and keep that in your pantry just in case, or your warehouse closet or your supply closet or whatever you call it. But keep that on hand in the event that this happens, because guess what? It will happen again. And then one more suggestion I have is that you keep a silicone baking sheet in the bottom of the oven. Now, if you're unfamiliar with a silicone baking sheet, that is a flat sheet. It's very thin. It's almost like putting aluminum foil on the bottom of your oven, but it's black. It's the color of your oven, and it's silicone. So if something drops on there, you literally pull it out, you take it over to the trash, you bend it a little bit, and all the gunk falls off, and then you can just wash it with soap and water in your sink and then dry it out on the counter for a few minutes and put it back in the oven. Super easy and reusable and super easy to clean. All right, so I would recommend a silicone baking sheet, and I will leave links in the show notes to those as well so you know where to get those. All right, moving on to our next question. The next question is from a host who is livid because in their house rules it states that you wash the dishes and you turn on the dishwasher before you leave. And when they came back to the house, the dishes were left in the sink. And they're just livid and they want to know, hey, who lives like this? We're not animals. And they would like to charge an extra cleaning fee. Is that okay? My answer to that question is no, that's not okay. If a guest came to your house and they rented your space in hopes of using your kitchen and your living room and your house, and then they left some dishes in the sink, that's part of the hospitality business. You're a host. And so there will be occasions when you clean up leftover food and you clean up dishes. Now, it sounds like in this case, it was just the dishes. So you're going to have a few dishes you have to rinse up. Maybe you have to stack the dishwasher and turn it on, but that's not the end of the world. So as far as charging an extra cleaning fee, I would not do that. That's going to send bad will. It's going to leave a bad taste in your customers' mouths. They're not going to feel great about staying at your place when they left a few dirty dishes in the sink and then you try to charge them extra. Now, if you have a cleaning fee, you're going to pass that on to your house cleaner. So you're not the one doing the dishes anyway. The house cleaner is going to come. You're going to give them the cleaning fee. They're going to wash the dishes and all is good, right? The place will be reset for the next guest, so there are no problems. All right, so as far as charging an extra fee for a few dishes in the sink, I would not do that. That's being really finicky and nitpicky, and the days of your hosting are going to be fraught with complexities if this is how you operate. So just, it's water under the bridge. All right, moving on to the next question. Our next question comes from a host who's absolutely freaked out because there's urine splattered all over in the bathroom. And they want to know, can I charge an extra cleaning fee to clean all this up? Okay, let's back up just a little bit. Is your bathroom ready for urine splattered all over the walls? And the reason I ask that is because there are lots of people that are going to splatter urine all over the walls. That's how they pee. And so I don't like to have this conversation, but we're having it, so let's have it. First and foremost, I would remove any hardwoods in your bathroom because hardwoods will absorb the odor smell, and that's going to be hard to get out. If you don't have hardwoods and you have some kind of a solid surface flooring, I suggest ceramic tile. Ceramic tile is fairly inexpensive, but it's resilient flooring. It's got grout in there. You can seal the grout. You can seal the surface of it. If somebody pees on the floor, you wipe it down, you're good to go. The next thing I would recommend is that you paint your walls. You paint your bathroom walls with a semi-gloss paint. And that's going to seal in the stuff in the drywall. Because if you just have regular drywall with a dull paint, somebody pees on that wall, it can also absorb those odors. And then that's stuck in your wall, okay? So you want to make sure that you use a semi-gloss paint, which is going to seal that surface. And then when you clean it, you can clean it with something like Diversy's Virex, which is a disinfectant. It's a multi-purpose cleaner that's going to kill about 99.7% of all the germs. And it's going to remove the odors at the same time. So I'll leave links in the show notes, but it's a great industrial product that we use for bathrooms. It's used for nursing homes. It's used for schools, colleges, churches, hotels. It's a great product to use for this exact thing. So if you seal the bathroom off and you get it ready for pee, there's going to be pee, okay? There are people from all different walks of life that are going to come stay at your place, and they all have different bathroom habits. And so assuming that you're going to charge someone an extra cleaning fee because they peed on the floor next to your toilet, not going to happen. They're not going to pay for that. And there's no listing service anywhere that's going to grant you the extra money, okay? So just make sure that your bathroom is bathroom ready for the guests. And then no matter what their bathroom habits are, it will be easy to clean, easy to spray, easy to deodorize, easy to wipe down, and you're good for the next guest. So that would be my suggestion for messy guests.